Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to present my Christmas message to Eurovision fans. And notice I'm sitting beside my Christmas tree, mon arbre de Noël, mein Weihnachtsbaum. The Eurovision Song Contest 2024 took place in Malmö, Sweden as planned this year. As we all know, the winner was Nemo, who represented Switzerland with The Code. After a landslide victory of 365 points in the jury vote, followed by fifth with 226 points in the public vote, Nemo finished with a combined total of 591 points overall. Congratulations to Nemo for winning. This was Switzerland's third Eurovision Song Contest victory to date. Switzerland winners 1956, 1988, 2024. 36 years gap between its two most recent wins, 1988 to 2024. Well done also to Baby Lasagna from Croatia, who won the public vote with 337 points and finished second overall with a combined score of 547 points. This is Croatia's best placing and absolute score to date as an independent country. This is the second year running in which the jury vote winner ended up winning outright and the televote winner became the overall runner-up. Once again, some Eurovision fans were dissatisfied at Switzerland's win, especially as A, Croatia won the public vote but Switzerland finished fifth in the public vote, and B, Switzerland received just one 12-point score whereas Croatia received 9 12-point scores in the televoting. Like it or not, Switzerland won outright fair and square. Once all the televote totals have been put on the scoreboard, except for Switzerland televote score, Switzerland only needed 183 televote points to pass Croatia and win. As a result, 226 points from the public was more than enough for Switzerland to win, despite that only being the fifth highest televote total. Excuse me. Yeah. Furthermore, the top three countries in the public vote received over 300 televote points. So unlike the jury vote, there was no landslide victory in the public vote this year. Croatia won the televote only 30 points ahead of Ukraine, which finished third with 307 televote points. Counting down the televote table, there is a large gap of 80 points between Ukraine and fourth placed France, who received 227 televote points. Thus, Switzerland, which finished fifth in the public vote, was only 1 point behind fourth placed France. Okay. Yes. Personally, I think Sleeman, who represented France with Mon Amour, should have won overall. Sleeman has an outstanding voice, and on the night he demonstrated his talent to sing a cappella at a distance from a microphone. Furthermore, Mon Amour is an excellent song. This was an example of an entry for which the simplest staging worked best, and which didn't need gimmicks which so many other artists felt the need to spice up their entries. Congratulations to Sleeman for finishing second with 218 points in the jury vote, fourth with 227 points in the public vote, and fourth with 445 points overall. Commiserations to Ollie Alexander. After receiving a reasonable 13th with 46 points from the juries, he finished last with 0 points in the public vote. As a result, the UK ended up 18th with 46 points overall. Still, Ollie Alexander did the UK proud that night. At least he ended up with a higher overall placing and combined score than May Muller did last year. And in fact, in hindsight, I personally think 18th overall was about right for the UK's entry, Dizzy. Looking ahead, the question is, where does the BBC go from here in finding a winning song for the UK in 2025 or thereafter? Well done to SVT for putting on 3 amazing televised shows. I enjoyed watching both semi-finals and the grand final very much. It's a pity it became necessary for Joost Klein from the Netherlands to be disqualified on the morning of the grand final, and thus there was one less finalist country than planned. Nonetheless, the grand final was still a wonderful show in which the 25 remaining artists entertained the world with their diverse range of different songs, and there was a good selection of interval acts to add to the evening. Well done to all 25 finalists, no matter where on the scoreboard they placed. Looking ahead to 2025, I'm overjoyed that the Dutch broadcaster Avrotros has decided to enter after what happened this year. They need to take that as a bad experience and move on. I look forward to what song Claude brings to represent the Netherlands next year. For those of you who like my detailed review on my blog, sorry for my prolonged delay yet again. I'm becoming notorious for this, aren't I? I must admit I'm considerably further forward with this year's main review than I was with last year's main review last Christmas Day. Hopefully I'll get back to writing the missing bits during the next few days. As for the extended voting analysis, I've yet to write the narrative to accompany the tables, but I've not given up hope yet on getting out on my blog during what's left of this year. So, if I scroll down again, since then, we've had the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2024 from Caia Magica in Madrid, Spain on Saturday the 16th of November 2024. 17 countries took part this year, which is very good for Junior Eurovision. Sadly, the United Kingdom was absent this year. Anyway, the winner was Andrea Pukradze, who represented Georgia with To My Mom, scoring a combined total of 239 points. Congratulations to Andrea Pukradze for achieving Georgia's 4th Junior Eurovision victory to date. Well done also to the other 16 countries' artists, no matter where on the scoreboard they placed. Altogether an amazing show. My only dislike was a new way of presenting a jury scores. That being all the 1s, then 2s, etc. to 10s on the bar chart, because it was too fast to read off which countries gave 1, 2, 3, etc. to each other country. They still had spokespersons for each country announcing the 12 jury points in the usual manner, so I question whether this new idea saved much time. I hope this new way of presenting jury results is not used for the traditional Eurovision Song Contest in Basel in Switzerland in May 2025. Thank you to the various YouTubers who produced online videos about the songs in the run-up to those contests. I'd like to wish a Merry Christmas to Matt from ESC United, William and Devon from Wee Wee Blogs, Luke White from Lucavision, Andy from Eurovox, Jude Kennedy, Rachel the Peace Around, and the cheerful twins from Iceland. To all Eurovision fans across Europe, Australia and the rest of the world, Merry Christmas, Nadolig Llawen, Joyeux Noël, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Natal, Bon Natale, Verlichte Weihnachten, Wesołych Świąt.